Have you ever felt like starting your own business but felt like you didn't have the money or the resources? What if I told you you could have a successful business starting with absolutely nothing? Hey, my name is Scott and I run my own tech recruitment agency, and I started my own business about 5 or 6 years ago with literally no money. You might be sitting there watching this video thinking, I don't have the skills and I'm not ready, but I'm here to tell you that you probably are ready and you probably do have the skills. You just need to think about it a little bit. So here are 3 key steps you need to take when it comes to starting your own business with nothing. So first up, we want to identify something that we are good at, something that we have skills or we are passionate about, and something that someone is willing to pay money for. Secondly, we want to create a simple online presence for customers to find us. And then number 3, we want to leverage free marketing strategies. So when we are identifying our skills or our passions, what we want to be doing is asking ourselves, what are we good at and what do we like doing? So we want to make a list of our hobbies and skills that we have and something that we can turn into a business further down the line. For example, you might be a keen photographer. So you could offer online training or courses of some sort, or maybe you sell presets on your camera, or you take stock images and you sell those online, or you sell those in an art gallery. Literally anything around that passion could generate you some income. And it is a service that people are willing to pay money for. Or maybe you play the drums or guitar and you decide to play in a function band and charge for gigs, or maybe you do busking, or maybe you do online videos and make money from YouTube, or maybe you offer online training and teach people over the internet how to play the drums or guitar. Which is all fairly easy to do now that we have Teams and Zoom and Skype and all this kind of stuff. It seems like it is a lot easier to do rather than back in the day when I used to learn how to play guitar, because back then you'd only have a short 15 or 20-minute lesson in between classes in school. Perhaps you have a career already where you have a skill set that you could use in your spare time. So let's say you are an accountant and you're very good at Excel. Maybe you offer a course on how to improve your skills on Excel, or maybe you offer evening classes on basic bookkeeping and finance. So there is a skill set there that you probably have, you just need to narrow it down and see what would work. You can use free platforms like Wix or Canva to generate some marketing materials or show your portfolio online. There is some other platforms you could use if you want to be a little bit more fancy and spend some money. You could use something like Squarespace, or you could use Webflow, or you could use Spotify, but it kind of depends on your needs and how much money you want to put into this. However, you would be surprised what a good Facebook or Instagram page could do for you. The key here is to be searchable and to showcase your work and what you can do. Because the easier it is for someone to find you and see what you can do, the easier it is to get more clients or customers. Now we want to try and keep our costs low by leveraging free marketing strategies. You can do some great marketing and it doesn't cost you a single penny. You can utilize social media or create your own blog, or you could delve into online communities on Facebook. Wherever your customers might be, you can probably find them online. A good example of utilizing free marketing would be a pro wrestler promoter, which I know, who used Facebook community groups to try and boost their revenue when it came to tickets. What they did was essentially online flyering when you think about it, because they were posting on these Facebook groups that are local to the area of the shows to try and generate more interest and ticket sales. Now, typically the traditional method of promoting a wrestling show would be to have flyers that you'd go and drop off, or would be to do posters and put them up in windows or lampposts or by roundabouts to try and get people's interest. Now, as you can imagine, this is a lot more expensive as you have to pay someone to go and put these up, and you have to print off all the materials as well, which isn't the cheapest thing to do. This promoter managed to triple his audience by using this buying and selling Facebook group strategy compared to flyering and postering. And that's not to mention the money that he would have saved as well. Now you might be sitting there thinking, I don't have the right experience, or I don't have the skills, and no one's going to be interested in the business that I want to do. But what you have to remember is that every expert at some point was a beginner, even me. Yes, it's hard to get a business going, but trust me, once you get a little bit of momentum, it gets way easier. The best thing I can say is to try and get past that first year, because that first year is always going to be the hardest. But when you get into years 2, 3, and 4, and hopefully more than that, then it gets a lot easier as you have a base of customers and you have more experience and you know what you're doing. And on top of that, you know what works and what doesn't. But it's important to try and start small and keep your overheads low. Remember, starting a business doesn't have to be difficult, you just need to get going. Hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you have, hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you soon in the next one.